Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Just Gaming. Today we're going to be playing a game that I found called Tileweaver. I've played this a little bit before, and it's a neat game. It has all kinds of cool things to it. I was pretty impressed with this demo. It is a demo, so you can get it for free and try it. This is a perfect time to kind of try the games out. This demo seems pretty solid. I've seen nothing wrong with it. It's a pretty interesting concept. It's not tower defense, but it kind of is and isn't. So it's definitely got that typical roguelike pick your path type stuff that you see in many of the games. So here you're this tile weaver, and you have certain skills that you can perform when you're in the battles. And you'll see, place tiles on the board, destroy any tile, gain 2 wards, deal 3 damage to any enemy, usable once per turn. And then as you progress, you get artifacts and different things that help you fight your battles. So here, let's pick the first battle. We start out with 30 HP. At the end of the battle, you heal 2. So this is our first little sheltering idol artifact that we have. Let's pick a path here. So skill ruins, lost artifact. Looks like both ways we have abandoned gear, event. So this one seems more gear oriented, and on this one, before we get to, so we do get a respite before we fight the boss. This has changed a little bit since I played before. Let's go this way. So this is the board, and these are the tiles. So you get little tiles that you place out on the board. So the idea is to kind of layer these tiles out in a way that you both get to this kind of entry point to the enemy, and by getting there, you also are going to deal enough damage to kill the enemy. And there's little bonuses on the board here that power your abilities. So, and then there's ones that what heals you by 3. So the bonuses on the board are things you can gain by laying out the tiles as well. So this guy's pretty close. When you take the tile, I think you can rotate it like that. So I'm going to just put a tile out here and gain maybe some red and kind of just put it out in the middle. Here, I'm going to see about doing that. We'll get some green. Then this one, kind of go towards both. So we have a red and we have a green. So what I can do with the red is you can punch and deal 3 damage, and I'd be done with the red here. I'm going to kind of hold off on these for the moment and end my turn. Then the enemies will take a turn, and what you see is they've kind of powered up. This enemy will attack, this enemy will interact with the board, and this enemy will attack. So usually an interaction with the board means destroying some tile or putting something down to block you or give you a negative impact. It might destroy one of the bonuses here as well. So let's see what kind of tiles we got. So the thing is, you have to be able to fit like these tiles. So just placing out like that's good. And then if you can't fit it, it's going to tell you, yeah, that's not going to work with what you're trying to do here. So you have these tiles, you can rotate them. This one rotated doesn't really get me much. So let's see, this one we can actually put down here. So now we have access to this enemy. So the thing we need to check out is you can kind of hold your left mouse button down and kind of see like, okay, if I get to him, I'm going to do 11 damage that way. So I can come back down, and instead of starting there, I'm going to go start here. I'm going to kill him off. So you kind of snake your path so that you're actually going to kill him. Now, when you do this, all of those tiles are going to disappear, but he's gone too. Now you've gained some droplets. You can use it to buy items and so forth. So we have 2 more things to put down here. I think I'm just going to place it here and look to maybe, I'm going to fill these holes there. We killed one. We're going to take some damage. We got some damage here, and then we've got some interaction with the board here. So the interaction are these tentacles. So at the end of the turn, deal 1 damage to the player destroyed by using this tile in its attack. So we definitely want to try and get use of these tiles this turn, so that way we don't take the damage. So I think we're in a good position to do that. However, I think we need some more points here. So this would be 1, 2, 3. Can't really do any tricks like that. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That leaves them with 4. So I think we can get them with 9, and then we use this punch to kill him. So we got rid of all the tentacles, and we got rid of the leeches. So that's really good. Let's see. Let's place this one here. And let's do this one. We did take some damage, so we can get that damage back. Let's end the turn. Okay, so next turn he's preparing to attack. And this little tell you what he's going to do this turn. I can go ahead and just connect them. That's probably the easiest way. And then I want to build out a little bit here so we can just snake through a little bit. So here, if I go 1, 2, 3, actually, let's go all the way over here. He's just going to die. So that little snaking paths are going to be more important as we move forward, because the enemies are obviously going to have more than 12 health. So here you choose a piece card. So these cards that come up on the side, on your right side, of course, during the game, and you can choose to add new pieces. So we didn't have any of these pieces show up, so I'm going to just use that one. Also, that piece brings that color, energy, I'm going to call it, to your board as well. So the more of those pieces you have, I see that your energy kind of shifts towards those colors. So here we have a selection between skill runes, choosing a skill rune to add to your repertoire, or lost artifact curios from beyond have landed here. Choose one to bring along in your travels. I'm going to think we're going to choose maybe the artifact. I think the skill runes are here. So you're basically looking to add another ability to your repertoire there. So choose an artifact. After tile attacking, gain 2 maker. So I think the maker is one where you can place down one little tile. Or actually, I'm sorry, no. Yeah. It powers, the maker is this green. You can place one little tile on the board to kind of fill in a gap. When you place a piece of the colors you have the most of in your deck, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. That's kind of cool. End of turn, place a square on a random tile. The toolbox is interesting because basically you're getting 2 maker for free, and you're using rectify for free every single turn. I do kind of like this idea. We're going to go with the toolbox. Then we have a battle. All right, so now you see we have a few more things to fight here. And we also see that they have more hit points, and they're dealing more damage. So we hadn't seen a 5 damage come up yet. We also haven't seen any 15 hit point monsters yet. So I think we're going to start maybe let's get some energy here. And this yellow energy, destroy any tile to gain 2 ward. So I like kind of having those around, because sometimes you need to destroy your own tiles to kind of fit things together correctly. Let's go. I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to go. There's no ability to get to him yet, so I'm just going to go there. I don't really think with those tiles we were going to get to a place where we were going to do damage to anyone anyways. So let's just lay a board and see how it goes. All right, so these are the little countdowns too. So you see it's going to do 5 damage in 2 turns. This guy's going to do 3 damage, I think this turn or next turn. So it gives you a little countdown so you kind of know on what's going on. So I think the most effective one obviously is this one here. Now, can we do enough damage to get to this guy here? We can if we use the punch. I think we're going to do that to just limit our health exposure there. This guy's going to come in and deal some damage. Now, we did get some debris, so that this guy over here had done an effect on the tiles. So let's read up on debris. Cannot place tiles here destroyed at the end of the turn. So that does complicate things for this particular turn, but maybe we just go ahead and put our tiles elsewhere for the moment. So let's get another yellow. Let's just look to accumulate some board position. Now, is there a tile I want to destroy? Not particularly. And again, how much ward is 2 ward? So we're taking 3 damage, so it's either this turn or next turn. So the tile, you see the artifact, the toolbox created this one. We did take 3 damage. Now we're looking at quite a bit of damage here this turn. So I would like to kill this guy if at all possible. So let's see if we can string that together and make that happen. Let me keep hold of that for a second. Have that. Unfortunately, that's... Yeah, let's string that together. This guy here. And here. The reason I'm doing that is I want to come out and kind of do a long structure here. Maybe I don't have to go over that far. So that's 17. So let's start a little bit closer to home here and see if we can just snake through most of this. Oops. Sorry, there's a little bit of a delay here. All right, so 15, I think that's perfect. Then we have some tiles to destroy over here for ward. I think we're going to do just that. Let's gain 2 ward. So the ward gives you these little shields here. And that kind of protects you from taking some damage. So we're 2 turns away, 2 turns away. I think we should be okay this turn. So we got an extra tile here. That's a good one to destroy for ward as well. Let's see, this one. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay there. We'll get some extra power. Let's hook this up. I'm not sure we're going to get 15 out of this, but let's see. Maybe we can. We can. Awesome. Let's kill him. That'll reduce 5 damage. So we're going to take 3 here, but we have 2 wards. So we'll take 1. We don't really... I mean, I could destroy a tile too. Let's go ahead and do that. We're not really going to look to do that tile, so we'll be at 4. Okay. So here... Let's do that. Let's build a pathway here. I want to snag this life. So we're back up to full. We're going to end the turn so we can't get to him. However, next turn, hopefully we should be able to piece together some things that'll get us there. So we have access to him now. Let's see if we can build up some extra power here. Yeah, we're more than enough to kill him. And we do so. And we're at full life, so that's good. Choose a piece of the card. Let's choose one of these. No real reason. I had chosen that other piece before. We don't really need a respite, so I'm going to go over here towards like equipment and artifacts. So let's take the artifact. Enemies on top part of board start each battle with 2 stacks of vulnerable. It's taking more damage. At the end of each turn, place a firework sigil randomly on the board. I think the firework is the red one. Start each battle with 6 ward. I like having 6 ward, so I'm going to go with that. I'm very defensive minded in a lot of games. I like playing the, when there's a warrior option with a big shield. If there's a guy in armor and shield and looks real tough and can take a lot of damage, I usually end up taking that. So in these types of games, I end up having that same mentality. I want to defend, stick around for as long as I can. So here, artifact or abandoned gear. Choose one piece of gear left behind by others to improve your chances of survival. You can have up to 3 equipped. So gear must be different from artifacts. I don't really know if I remember gear per se. Let's try the elite. I don't know. I can't remember if there were elites last time. Oh yeah, I remember fighting these guys. So what I remember is like one of these guys is the real guy, and if you kill him, then all of them go away. But until then, all of them stay. You can kill each one off. You can kill one off, obviously, but until you kill the true one, then you don't kill the other ones. I remember getting lucky and getting the true one right off the bat one time. So this, you really do need to use your powers here, your little ability to accumulate these energies. So I'm going to do just that. Also, there's no real way to kill these guys off quickly, if I remember right. So I'm just going to start building a board. We're going to get a free thing from the toolbox. We're a little ways off until we start taking some damage. We're going to take a lot of damage from these guys. So I would like to get to one, but I don't know if that's really going to happen. So I am going to go here and just build out the center of this board again. Again, we don't have enough to actually kill somebody, I don't think. Let's take a look here. Yeah, even if I max it out, I'm really only doing 18. So I'm just going to stay there. I am going to maybe destroy a tile for 2 more ward. And, I mean, I can punch somebody. Let's punch him. Oh, look at that. He's the real one. Ha ha ha. Okay, we got really, really lucky there. Wow, that was cool. We got the one. We're definitely gonna try and build this out some so we can continue to. Maybe a longer start path would be nice, but I don't think that's gonna work there. Maybe we can. Let's do this. And then this one we can put here to build out the path there. Let's get some. We don't want the health back yet. Let's do that. I still don't think we have enough to kind of do much of anything, but let's see. I mean, it's 26. He would be down to 6. I think we're better off waiting a turn and just let's punch him again. So we need 29. We just need to add a little bit to the board, and he's not going to get through our ward. Oh no, interesting. Maybe I've misinterpreted. Maybe you just have to kill one of them. Let's build this out and this out. If that's the case, this is easier than I was thinking. Why am I at... Oh, because okay, yeah, I don't want to touch those guys. Let's see if it kills them all. Hope so. Oh, it didn't. Oh, he switched paths, so we had to kill him that turn. We couldn't have killed him anyways, right? So that's part of the problem. And actually, it probably would have been better to touch these guys to figure out if they're the right guys too. So that was interesting. You take your lumps, I guess. Destroy a tile. We're going to destroy this one. And let's try a punch on, I don't know, this guy. So he was an illusion. At least we're going to take less damage. All right, let's end the turn and see. This is an interesting enemy to fight. I remember this being quite fun to figure out the enemies and whatnot. My interpretation of what was going to occur was not correct. Well, I guess let's see if either of these guys are real. The problem is by eliminating these tiles, I'm not helping myself. But it did come back with 20. Well, it came back with 29. It did 20 something damage, right? Wonder if we make a little run like this. So he's the guy. Now, do I have one turn to kill him? Let's see. He's down to 24 now, so at least he's kind of a little bit easier to get to. But let's see what we got to do here. So that's not good. I'm going to go ahead with a different piece of the board. Let's go here and do that. And let's put this back for a second. Let's go here. And this one here, if I do that. So let's try to string together some damage here. Let's see how much I can do. Don't think it's gonna make it. Fortunately, we're almost there. We're at 21. He's down to 3. Hopefully that's permanent. If that's permanent, even if all the other guys come back, I feel pretty good about our position. Let's go ahead and destroy one more so we don't take any damage. I'm going to destroy that one, and then let's end turn. Okay, so now they come back with 3 hit points. So you identify the right one, and then you have 2 chances to kill him. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. And this out. Okay, let's get a connection here. And then a connection here. So I'm wondering if we go ahead and try to connect to this guy, see if he's a real one. He's not, he's an illusion. And then let's destroy one of the tiles, maybe this tile here. Okay, let's end turn. Ooh, our toolbox did a good job here. Here, let's start building stuff out a little bit. Is he real? He is not. Let's throw that here. We have one maker. Toolbox, I kind of like the toolbox. Its randomness is kind of helping us a little bit. We are taking quite a bit of damage that turn, unfortunately. Not a lot we can do about that, but we can do this and get some of it back. Do you like the idea of doing that and the idea of this? So we only need 3. Unfortunately, I don't think we can hit both at the same time. So I'm wondering if it's more effective to have any piece that could fit in between here. So let's just roll the dice and see if he's the guy. He's not the guy either, unfortunately. Okay, we can make one, but it doesn't help us right at the moment. So let's go ahead and go. We've got another turn. These tiles are kind of ineffective now, so we can destroy them at our leisure if we want. Yeah, that'll give us a path to somewhere. Here. Here. So path to 2 of them. We do have a way to get some ward. Unfortunately, we don't have an exit there. So let's see if he's the real guy. Probably isn't. He's not. All right, well, let's destroy a tile. At least we're not taking a ton of damage. Let's end the turn. So take a little more damage. So we have a pathway to him. We have a pathway to him. So we have a pathway to both. I don't think I can really do much of anything with that tile piece. Let's see if it's him. Of course it's not. We got really, really lucky right at the beginning, and then we didn't. We haven't got lucky since. But this tool, this tile now fits, so we'll kill him off. There wasn't anything to heal up or anything, so you know we kind of just at 17 hit points. So take your spoils. Looks like we got some sort of a bundle of fireworks. After attacking an enemy, scatter one firework signal on the board. And this is a piece of gear. We don't have a piece of gear yet, so this is kind of cool. Okay, and gear comes down here. Looks like we have 3 pieces of them, like it was saying. Looks like we can also store it too with the storage. Let's grab the abandoned gear here. So we get a second piece of gear. Yeah, casting a skill, scatter 1 sword sigil onto the board. After 2 tile attacks, gain +1 green flux. I don't know, let's get the weightlifting gear here. I don't think it matters. So here we have a couple of new, I think we've seen these 3, but I don't think we've seen this one. So 22 health is quite a bit. I think I'm just going to try and start establishing a base over here to get the things. Let's get a Tileweaver. Do more of that. These are fairly hefty monsters, so there's not a tile I want to destroy yet. No one's going to do any damage right this second, so let's just move. So you have some debris now. Let's see how to work this through. Do something like that. I think we can get to that little rat guy that's going to do some damage. So let's do that and that. Let's see, a straight path kills him. Let's go and do that. Now I am looking at a board manipulation and taking 6 damage. So let's go ahead and destroy a tile. Oh, we can destroy actually the enemy tiles. When placed on, gain 2 might. When placed on, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Okay. I wonder if those stick around. I hope they do. They do. Nice. And the other thing is that toolbox can get us to placing randomly on these advantages as well. That's kind of cool. Okay. Well, I do want to get to a point where I can use these swords and stuff. So let's see. Those are same. I could use sword here. Let's do that. So 2 might increase damage on the next skill or tile attack by 1 for each stack. So I would only need like 13 to kill this guy at the moment. Let's go ahead and connect this. And then I think this is just a build turn. I don't really see how we're getting to. We can get to him. Can we kill him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. So let's start a little bit less aggressive here. So it looks like we're going to kill him anyways, right? 11 plus 2, he's dead. We did negate one of these leeches, which is fine. You know, because we don't want to keep taking damage from them. We do have the ability to kill off a tile, but I kind of like these tiles. There's no debris out. I think we're just going to keep this where it's at. I don't think damaging any of them is going to help, but I do place things onto the board when that happens. So let's damage this guy. He's 22 points. Let's get some extra stuff out here. We're going to take 2 points of damage off of that. Our ward helped us there. Next turn, we're taking 1 damage and doing some board manipulation. I'm going to go here just to get those bonuses in play. So we randomly damaged him, so that's cool. Then if we go here and here, we have to start to have some connectivity here. We'd like to aim to kill him next time, but we are where we are at the moment. I would like some ward, so I am going to destroy a tile. I'm going to destroy this one. Some more damage. Let's end the turn. So he's 3 turns away and 2 turns away. So we have some time to work here. It's going to be a little difficult. Let's go ahead and break him up, I think. Yeah, let's get at least access to him. I don't think we can kill him with anything, but let's see. Yeah, he wouldn't be dead, so we do need to kind of increase that a little bit. So how would we do that? That's might be the way. Let's do that. Let's see. At a minimum, we're getting rid of all of those damn leeches, and then we can punch him. Okay. Now we're 3 turns away from taking 5 damage here. But we have no more tiles, and we're just going to end the turn. Okay. So we go here and here. I think I'm going to try this. We're going to... Oh, we can't. We've got to actually build out to it. Be able to connect it, but that's okay. We're still 2 turns away from him doing stuff, so let's go. Yes, I was hoping for that. Let's just go ahead and build this out a little bit so we can do more damage, and I think we've got... You can see how you can string together quite a bit of damage just by following the paths. Piece card. We do not have one of these, so let's grab that. I like having the different shapes. I'm not sure that I pay attention to the colors just on this path here. But let's go to the shop. We have some points to spend now. We have 290 of these little droplets. I love the animations too, the art. The animations are quite good as well, but I like the art. It's kind of cool. So here we have the ability to buy these extra powers. So here we gain 3 might by using 1 yellow. That's pretty cool. Place a stalker sigil. I'm not sure what the stalker sigil is. Heal self by 5, gain 1 tough. Ooh, I like that. I already explained I like those. I'm going to get that. So here we've got some artifacts, I'm thinking, or this is gear. So after casting a skill that costs at least 1 green flux, gain 2 maker. So this one costs 1, and then we would get 2 back. That's kind of a cool empowerment device here. Tile attacks, apply 3 fragile. After an enemy acts, it becomes vulnerable. At the end of the turn, gain 1 might. Ooh, just getting might is really cool just for free. I think we're going to grab this. Because we're fighting the boss and just having the ability to just accumulate stuff. I think that's the end of that. So let's do the respite. You've been granted a boon. Instantly heal 40%. Battles will have extra flux sigils scattered at the start until you defeat a boss. Instantly gain 100 droplets. I think we're going to heal because we're at 19. Yeah, so we're back up to full. So let's go fight the boss. Let's see if we can get through this boss here. So it's this plant boss, Grim Bloom, +1 damage for each corpse flower tile on the board. So we've got 2 corpse flowers. It's going to manipulate the board, manipulate, and manipulate. So you're going to probably put vines or something out here. So here, maybe we go ahead and try and grab I want to grab some energy here, so we can get to him and kill him off. Then let's do that. Let's get some more energy. So I have to start here, unfortunately, huh? Oh, that stinks. Oh, can I? I can only get the 4 damage. Well, we can punch him, so I guess we're gonna have to do that. Unfortunately, we were one little tile away from actually making that work and then being able to punch this guy. But it's okay. I mean, we got rid of one of them, so he's probably going to generate some, I would imagine, because his powers work on having more of these guys. Yeah, so he did. He could generate another one, and then these cores cannot place tiles here destroyed by tile attacking next to it. Well, we can get to this guy. Let's kill him off. So the fireworks, I am going to place that there. And let's place this one here. Punch. He's got 67 health. Wow. I have 1 red. I think I'm just going to hold on to it for now. Let's end the turn. So he's looking to do 16 damage, and he's looking to manipulate the board. What does this do? Jeez. Wow, this is hard. So if I go here and here, maybe we just go kill him, because I know it's an overkill there, but he's going to do a lot more damage with that corpse flower out. And circle around this guy a little bit. We can start doing more damage to him. I don't think I need to heal gain 5. That would be a good one to use here in a bit. I'm wondering if we damage him. Let's damage him and see if it affects anything. It didn't bring his... Yeah, he's got 2 turns to attack me for 10. I just wanted to damage him to see if there's any effect, like he loses some sort of an effect. But he did not. Now, so for this guy, get a path to him. We heal up the fool. We're going to take 10 damage, so that was a good play because we were exactly 3 down. Not sure I like that or that. Let's take a look at what we got here. What if I do this and this? I like this better. So let's look to do some damage to him. I can swing by this tile here and kill it, and swing by this one and kill it. Yeah, do quite a bit of damage to him. So I think that's probably a good play. Let's just start hitting him, bringing him down. His damage shrunk too, so I'm not sure how that happened. I think maybe it's these things, something on the board is causing him to take more damage. Does 1 damage when placed on or attacked with. More tiles. He is going to attack next turn, so I'm going to destroy a tile over here maybe. He's doing 8. Is there another tile? I'm going to probably just... Oh, wait. No. I'm going to keep this so I can heal up and gain tough. I'm not sure what tough is, but when I get it, I can take a look at it. I really like that artifact. It gives us +1 to might as well. So let's go ahead and use this and see what tough does. So tough, the next instance of damage this entity receives is decreased by 50%. That's quite nice. He hasn't put any more of those flowers out either, which is kind of cool for us. Now, do we want a firework? I think that's pretty cool. Can't get 2 fireworks anywhere. Yeah, I want to get a firework going because he's the only guy out right now, and damaging him is the priority. So let's get a connection maybe. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm just going to start building things out so we can get to him. He is going to do, when placed on, enemy will perform a powerful action. So he's going to do something really bad this turn. This is all we can really do. We don't have any more energy, and we don't have any, I don't know if this is called energy, but so we put out a corpse flower. No damage to us, or sorry, whatever this thing is. Enemy will spread corpse flowers. So these are corpse flowers. This must be like a corpse vine or something. So I can do that. I'm going to go ahead and kill it off because I just want to get rid of that corpse flower, and I want to get rid of this because I don't want any more of those flowers on the board. This one here. This one I can place here, and it is a starting point. But then if I put it here, then I put the 5-1 down there. Yeah, it's about building board position now. So I think we're going to do that so we can get 2 of these. He's the only guy on the board again, so I want to kind of use these fireworks when he's the only target for those random ones. So he's going to attack in 2 turns. I think we're going to hold off on using the yellow. Let's see what we can get here. I think I want to start establishing some board position here. And what I mean by that is just the ability to kind of rake through and just do tons of damage with this. So we do have that here, and then we have the ability to access him here. So I think we want to go ahead and just do as much damage as we can here. If we can zip by some corpse flowers, I think that would be advantageous. We're already zipping by that one. Unfortunately, we can't use that other side, but that's pretty good. We're going to bring him down to 17. I do like that. He's going to attack this turn, so let's go ahead and use a tile. I'm going to use this one way over here. Oh, I should have destroyed one of these things. I keep forgetting that this thing can be used offensively. So remember that if you're using one of these recycles, you can actually destroy the enemy's things that they've placed on the board and keep your tiles there. So that was a bad move on my part. We do have 1 green. I can't do anything with it. So it's end turn. He's going to do 9 damage. I had some ward there to take care of it. So let's see, if I place this here, I like that. And then here will give me some might. And then here, I'm going to take damage for placing here. I think that's the best way to go. Let's go this way so I get the yellow as well. Okay. So now he has 17. I don't think I want to do that yet. So I think we're just going to let it roll for a minute. Let's put up some ward just in. No, I want to build that up. So I think we're just going to end the turn. He's going to create I think a flower dude, right? Oh, our toolbox came through really well. Okay, let's look at this. That's awesome. This is really good here. And then this fiber, I'm going to use that to just get bonuses. Okay, now we should be able to kill him, I believe. Yes. All right. He's only at 17, so yeah. And then once we kill him, oh, this is kind of a cool piece. Once we kill him, this is over. I did play this before, so I've never seen that piece. That's kind of an interesting looking piece. Is you overcame the swamplands. Boss is defeated. Now I think you only get to fight 1 boss at a time here, so you can't go too deep into the game. But I really enjoyed this game. and I wanted to kind of highlight it here on the channel. Um, I really do like the path that this game has taken. The music's got a good vibe. I kind of left the music down low to just try it out. Hopefully, it's not interrupting the voice at all. I figure this is a good time to kind of test that out. Then you can kind of review what worked, what didn't work here on this screen, kind of look at your artifacts still. I like that it's able to do that. You can still look at your gear too. This stuff doesn't become inaccessible. You can actually look at it and kind of look and say, okay, this worked, this didn't. Kind of take pause on, what's going to happen in the next time you play. Let's go back to the menu. And then you can start a new run. You can play this as many times as you want. There are different bosses that I remember correctly, and the game doesn't play the same each time. There's enough artifacts and gear and talents and abilities and whatnot. It really lets you kind of explore a lot of things. So check it out. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, dislike, leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts on the game if you pick it up and give it a try. I hope everyone's having a great time. Take care, everybody.